So it's official, Wendy Williams' guardian, Sabrina Morrissey, has came out a couple of days ago and declared that Wendy has become cognitively impaired and permanently incapacitated. What does this mean from an estate planning perspective? Let's talk about it. Hi everyone, my name is Leah Boston. I'm an estate planning attorney here in the state of Maryland and owner of Law Office of Leah Boston, LLC. I draft wills, trusts, and I talk about long-term life care planning with people like you. Back in 2023, Wendy actually was diagnosed with primary progressive aphasia and frontotemporal dementia. I posted a YouTube video a couple of weeks out and it talked about people with a family history of neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's, dementia, Parkinson's, etc. I talked about what this means and how it has an effect on estate planning and the powers that capacity has on estate planning. Recently, due to this news, I actually wrote a blog article titled "Oh Give Thanks" or "Giving Thanks for Capacity." I'm glad that we're talking about these types of things because I don't believe that people actually understand the veracity of the situation when one loses their capacity and how it has detrimental or adverse effects with the legal world. And from an estate planning perspective, this is so sad because that's one of the first things that's required to complete these documents. A will, a trust, anything, it requires you to be of sound mind. You understand what's going on, you understand your estate, you understand your familial relationships or the relationships that you have with the people that you want to leave your stuff to. Capacity is required. We cannot move forward with any process of signing any sort of documents unless there is legal capacity. And the fact that now Wendy Williams has lost her capacity, it's just a really sad day because this now means that any sort of estate planning documents that possibly were going to be put in place or that she may have wanted to be put in place, unless there's a chance for her capacity to come back, there is no opening that door anymore. I want to caution and guard against people, leaving these types of things to the last minute. Once capacity is lost, we have now completely bypassed the entire estate planning realm and we have now jumped completely into the courts now handling it. And the court process may be a lot more than what you've bargained for. Your estate may have to pay out of pocket for these attorney's fees, possible medical evaluations, and also if it is a very complex case, the guardianship proceeding may end up stretching out to be longer than what you intended. Is this something that you really want to drag your family through, or even publicly, this potential event to be public, and the courts having to try to figure out and find relatives to take care of you financially, take care of your property? These are really big things that you don't want to just take for granted. We think that capacity is just something that we are entitled to, but capacity is in fact a privilege. Every day that you wake up in the morning and you know who you are and you know what your relationships look like, who the people in your life are, you know how to handle your finances, etc. I think that we take that for granted. When things like this happen, using Wendy Williams as an example, it is just so heartbreaking. Even having to go through these grand procedures to try to find someone to act on your behalf it may be just something that you just didn't plan for your family, or these are assets that your estate is going to have to possibly pay out of for these guardianship proceedings that could have went to the benefit of your loved ones. Because with the recent, news coming out about Wendy Williams, someone who we would think that can't happen to Wendy Williams. It's Wendy Williams. What do you mean Wendy Williams is not in her right mind? It can happen to any of us at any sort of time. Estate planning isn't just something to think about in regards to when I die, this is where I want my things to go. This is who I want to take. This is where I want to be buried, etc. It also can be just as important for when you are alive, but you are unable to make those decisions. Wendy Williams is still on this earth to this day. However, she is unable to take care of her finances and that is why she needed a guardian of the person to come in and also a guardian of her finances. I'm unsure if Sabrina Morrissey is the complete total guardian overall of Wendy Williams, but as of right now, she seems to be the person that is speaking on behalf of her. Capacity is not an entitlement, it is a privilege to all of us, and every day waking up with the common sense and the sense to be able to move throughout the day, move our properties, move our finances, etc., is a privilege and something to be thankful for. I hope this video was helpful. I hope this video gets you, thinking about these really important things in your life, because the last thing that you want to do is be on this earth and now a court system is trying to figure out, possibly fight, and go through this very long process of trying to figure out, what do we do with you? What do we do with your things? You're still here, so it's not a complete disposition like in a will or a trust, but rather, how is this person going to get taken care of? If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. However, if you're in the state of Maryland and would like to get started on your planning and actually, take back that power and have the power to choose and avoid these proceedings and, avoid this possible public fiasco, please contact my office at www.leahbostonlaw.com. I'm happy to help get you started, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.